Good evening, every guys.
Yep.
We are from LAX2049 Group 16. I have got news for you. Today we are going to recording our group discussion video, which is about travel. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Go Jianhui, entry number 192651.
My name is Jinwen Jie. My entry number is 1946333.
My name is Pang Kok Wai, 194634.
My name is Chua Ching Tui, 192226. My name is Xiao Yurong, metric number 194636.
My name is Law Yu Chi. My metric number is 194079.
My name is Lam Gaya. My metric number is 188995.
My name is Ang Guang Zhen and my metric number is 188720.
First of all, I share about the travel of my news. The title of the news is Top 4 Travel Experience You Need to Try in Malaysia in 2019. According to the survey by global travel agencies, more tourists these days want to experience new things and interest with our local nature. They want to understand the local culture and histories. Here are some Malaysia top experience. The first one is kampong life. Many people stay in kampong and they can do the daily activities like planting the paddy, harvesting fruit and vegetables. They also got chance to play traditional games like congkat, gasing and others. The second one is cultural experience. The cultural experience is more unique and they also can play the traditional musical instruments or dancing. They also can learn how to make the local handcraft like batik. The third one is culinary tourism. They got opportunity to learn how to cook local dish, and this is a great place because our Malaysia have multicultural background. And the last one is that we got chance to go on an adventure. Malaysia offer tropical rainforest, mountain, waterfalls, river, cave, and islands. We can go to jungle trekking and go to the camp. That's all for me.
Okay, I would like to share about the news is about the Mata Fair, which is Malaysian Association of Tour and Travel Agents fair that is about the travel. And the news is from the Star Online, which reported at 4 of March 2019. And the title is Travel Virtually on the Big Screen at Fair. In this Mata Fair, the visitor will have the chance to play around with the augmented reality, which is AR features. Which means the organizer have develop e-Mata apps for the visitor to like play around with the apps, which I have tried to search about the apps, which the apps will have inside the apps will have a game or something other features also. Then the visitor or the user can download the apps to play the game and they may win some prize in the fair. Then in the news we can know that from the games the 30 scorers will win the prizes, which is sponsored by the Tourism Selangor and the EVA Air. Okay. And then in this fair, the Merchant Trade Asia Dirian Berhad will be the official money exchange partner, and they will offer about 20 currencies in this fair. and then they will promote a Visa card which name is Merchant Trade Money Visa Prepaid Card, and for this card they will for maximum 10,000 per person. And then the organizer have announced there will be 1,369 booths in this fair. Okay, and then the last part is talk about the details about this fair. And this fair will be open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. and the ticket is 4 ringgit per person and free for below than 12 years old. Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay, for me is I got one news that which regarding the Southwest Airline offer introductory Hawaii flight from as low as $49, which I read from this news is from the CNN, and the date is March 5, 2019. Everyone will know the Hawaii is paradise with the beautiful scenes, so that the Hawaii is a good space to go for traveler. And this time the flight ticket is already discounted as low as is $49 is one man from the Oakland and San Jose in the California. So it will the flight ticket is from the ranging from the April 28 between 13 April. So this low ticket for going to the Hawaii.
Okay, so good evening. About travel, I will tell you about something more serious. It's about Brexit. And for you who don't know what is Brexit, is United Kingdom withdraw themselves from the European Union. Alright, so this Brexit it could affect the finance, real estate, and also the global economy. So for this Brexit, UK and the European Union have finally agreed on this deal, because before this they don't really agree to allow the United Kingdom to be withdrawn. But so the European Union law would continue to apply as usual, and then UK will no longer have to say that is a country inside, and it means the freedom of movement between UK and other member states. And also it means people will go visit or go to travel to United Kingdom and the European country more often these weeks and months, because before UK withdraw, people don't need visa. But after this is going to happen, and then people will need visa to go to other country like France and Italy, something like that. So Brexit would bring the economy decrease, and then many people will go to England to travel. That's all for me. I would like to share two interesting news. One is about why is Kim Jong-un taking a 60-hour train trip to meet the US President Donald Trump in Vietnam. I was very amazing with this news, because if we plan, it only takes 3 to 4 hours, but he chose to take 60-hour train.
he traveled on Saturday afternoon, which is 23 February this year, and then arrived at Tuesday. And then experts believe that the reason why he is doing like this is because his grandfather Kim Il-sung, North Korea founder, he always seems to be replicate his grandfather because he is the successor of Kim family. And then this is a safer choice for Mr. Kim because North Korea jet is too old and then lack of experienced pilot. When Mr. Kim traveled to Singapore, he traveled by plane to meet Mr. Trump in June 2018. He also borrowed the plane from Chinese government. Mr. Kim referred this train as special hotel that can move. And then when he reached the Vietnam train station also locked down for his arrival. Another news is about view the northern light aurora. Chasing the aurora is one of the least of most of the traveler. We call it the aurora as natural on firework. And then we can chase this aurora in Finland, Sweden, Norway, Ireland, and then Greenland. Those countries will have more tourists during winter more than summer. The aurora happens is because the electron hit the gas. When electron hit the oxygen, will give the effect of green and red. When hit the nitrogen will give the blue light. And then what usually limit the ability to see the aurora, that is cloud. So in order to chase the aurora, we need to drive to find a clear sky because different mountains able to make a different weather zone. That's all from me, thank you.
I found news from the Star Malaysia regarding the news about fewer Japan tourists visiting the Sabah. It's written by Mugunta Wana on 2nd March of 2019. Fewer Japan visit Sabah because of security reasons, and Sabah is seeing a dip in Japanese tourist arrivals due to a recent travel advisory for them to avoid the East Coast area because of the security. However, State Tourism, Culture and Environment Minister Dr. Christina Liu said that there were many other attractive places in Sabah for Japanese to visit. For example, Japanese tourists can consider about the West Coast and interior Sabah as among other options. Dr. Christina Liu, who is on a visit to Kyoto and Osaka, Japan, is trying to promote Sabah as a tourist destination. She said that she will discuss with Japanese officials in Malaysia on the choices available in the state. She added that pending the revocation of the travel advisory, Japanese tourists will be encouraged to visit the West Coast and interior of Sabah. She said that the community-based tourism products in interior Sabah were gaining popularity among foreign tourists wanting to enjoy nature as well as fresh air. Nature tourism and wildlife conservation tourism are very popular in Sabah, adding that wildlife attractions like elephants, orang-utan, proboscis monkeys, and some bears had drawn in European and Chinese tourists. That's all about my news.
Okay, so my news title is 5 must-have travel apps that you can use with or without cellular data. So basically it's about the mobile application that can be useful to you when you are traveling. Okay, so these mobile apps, some need data and some don't need. Okay, so the first application is Travel Expert. So it is a mobile application which provides offline map so that it can help you to navigate your new city with ease, and it can tell you the country's weather functions. Yeah. So basically, it's help you to know more about the country you visit. Okay, so the second one is Tripit. So this application will compile of your like booking, like after you book the hotel, like cars and flights. So it will compile all of this information, and maybe it will send this to your family and friends so that they can know more about your like, flight information and hotel information. Okay, so the third one is Zelo, and it basically will help people who travel to less developed countries, because in less developed countries the network is not stable, right? So actually it acts like a modern day walkie-talkie, so it can help to send pictures to your friends and families. Okay, and the fourth one is Google Translate. Yeah, I believe all of you know what is the function. Okay, because it can help you to like translate what you want to talk, like when you go to Japan, so it can help you to translate to Japan so that you can communicate well with the local people there. Okay, and the last one is ICE in case of emergency. So this application helps you to like compile of your medical information, like what you allergic to and insurance plan, all that, so that in case there is any emergencies, then other people can help you easily by checking this application. Yeah, that's all from me.
Okay. For me, I found the news about it's about Thailand, and the title is Thai Teflon Tourism Thriving, where Chinese tourists cannot resist despite various tragedies. Well, basically, this news summarizes about how the Chinese foreign visitors from Chinese, they still wanted to travel to Thailand, despite the fact that there's last year's July, there's a boating accident in Phuket which caused 47 Chinese vacationers drowned, and this is a very significant damage to the Thai tourist industry. After that tragedy, the social media and the ill-conceived comments from Thai leaders caused a very significant drop in Chinese arrivals, particularly in Phuket where the tragedy happens. And after that, 6 Chinese airlines cancelled their flight to Phuket due to the lack of demand. Also because many the vacationers are afraid of the incident. And then, however, back to this year's January, they have a rise again. So the Thailand is described as like a Teflon, which is a very sturdy material. Even after getting a hit, it still stood up. Okay, that's for me. So need to decide on the news. I prefer Kayan's travel tips and also Chinese places to visit in Malaysia. I think it's actually quite useful.
Okay, so my opinion is same with Guangzhou. I choose my one also, and Jianhui one.
I choose Kayan one and Jurong one's about the aurora.
I choose Cayenne one.
One more?
And another one? Or Jianhui one?
For me, I choose
Kim Jong-un.
Jurong Kim Jong-un and also Jianhui's top 4. Okay.
For me, also choose Cayenne and Jianhui.
Okay, maybe can I choose 3?
Sure.
Okay, first I will choose Jianhui's one, which is top 4 experience to try in Malaysia, because yeah, it's good for other people to know what should be tried in Malaysia. And another one is Yingxin one, which is about UK to maybe come from the Europe with it. Yeah, because, okay, the reason I don't want to explain. Then another one is Eurong one about Aurora. Okay, that's one.
For me, I choose Kayan one for the mobile applications to know about travel. And the second one is Yulong Kim Jong-un.
So the most vote is Kairan's.
Generally.
Stop the distribution. Okay, so I think that's all for today. So
Okay.
meet again next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.